Greetings, gentlemen. Have you ever pondered the underlying beliefs that subtly manipulate your mindset and influence your life's direction? Today, we delve into a riveting exploration of the 9 beliefs that may be derailing your progress and how you can confront them head-on. You won't want to miss out on the insightful strategies we'll discuss for outsmarting these mental barriers. So, fasten your seatbelts, this journey is about to take off. Diving into the critical topic of subconscious beliefs, we recognize that most of our thoughts are not in the forefront of our minds. In fact, studies suggest approximately 80 to 90% of our 60,000 daily thoughts occur below our conscious awareness, influencing our mood and actions without us even realizing it. This fascinating phenomenon is what brings us to the crux of our discussion today. From cognitive behavioral therapy, a revolutionary approach introduced in the 1960s, we draw the 9 beliefs that could be sapping your vibrancy and trapping you in a cycle of discontent. Don't just listen passively, grab a pen and paper, because awareness of these beliefs is a crucial step towards reclaiming your happiness and thriving. First, we discuss emotional reasoning, often cited as the root of making life decisions based on fleeting feelings. I urge you to not let momentary emotions dictate long-term choices. Instead, invite rational thinking into your decision-making process. It's imperative to differentiate between transient emotions and deep-seated instincts that have consistently guided you. Then we confront catastrophizing, the tendency to envision the most disastrous outcome as the most probable. Starting that business, approaching someone new, or dealing with health concerns can all propel the mind into a whirlwind of doomsday predictions. By acknowledging this tendency, you can take back control from this runaway train of thought. Overgeneralizing is our next subjective trap, where a single event leads you to believe in a pervasive pattern. Sentences that start with "I always fail at," or "this never works for me," or telltale signs of overgeneralization. Break the cycle, gentlemen. Avoid making blanket statements and learn to appreciate each experience as an individual learning opportunity. Shifting gears, we look at labeling, an almost reflexive tendency to categorize and assign static traits to ourselves and others. It's time to question these labels and redefine yourself. Foster a flexible identity that evolves as you grow and develop, instead of clinging to outdated notions that no longer serve you. As we progress, consider mind reading, the false belief that we inherently know what others think of us without any real evidence. Let's deduct the arrogance of this assumption and admit that we're not mind readers. Rather, we're context interpreters who stand to gain from open and honest communication. Negative filtering comes into play, with our brain's reticular activating system predisposing us to focus on potential threats and dangers. However, by recognizing this bias, you can train your mind to balance the scales, inviting optimism into your perception of the world. Similarly debilitating is discounting positive experience. Often, we undermine our achievements and good fortune. To reverse this, embrace and celebrate your successes, large and small, with affirmations and self-recognition. Stepping into the realm of accountability, blaming is a destructive habit that transfers responsibility onto others, rendering you powerless. Establish your sovereignty by owning your actions and circumstances. Remember, relinquishing blame is a reclaiming of your power. Lastly, we address dichotomous thinking, which urges us to see things in absolutes. Whether a relationship, job, or personal goal, life is not solely about success or failure. Absorb the value in each experience, learning and evolving constantly. Channel subscribers, if you found value in this revelatory journey through the labyrinth of the mind, I invite you to press that subscribe button, like this video, and ring the notification bell. By doing so, you'll not only show support for the channel but also take a definitive step toward unraveling and mastering your subconscious beliefs. We've traversed a vast terrain of introspection. So now, gentlemen, reflect on these 9 beliefs, identify which ones resonate, and consider the ways they manifest in your lives. The power to reframe your mindset, to switch tracks from stuck to dynamic, is within your grasp. Thank you for joining me today. Before you click away, ponder this. What steps will you take to override these restrictive beliefs in your life? Share your thoughts, and let's create a discourse of transformation. Remember, gentlemen, never settle for less. Start embracing the best life has to offer. Until next time, I'm Max Sterling, urging you to live to your fullest potential. And as a parting thought, for those who have gathered substantial wisdom today, consider showing your appreciation through a gesture that resonates with you. A link awaits in the description. Farewell, and here's to forging a powerful, positive, and proactive mindset. Greetings, my fellow pathfinders of success and wisdom. Today's enlightenment voyage traverses the mind's hidden undercurrents, plunging into the sea of our 60,000 daily thoughts. Remember, only a mere fraction spirals upward with optimism. Are you prepared for a mental renovation? Let's dissect and dismantle the most lethal thought patterns that might be anchoring you away from the shores of triumph. Ever dreamt of being your own chief, steering clear from the 9-to-5 sale? But then the horror stories whirl up a storm inside your mind. You could be sued, stalked, or worse. This is catastrophizing, an inclination to concoct the bleakest of outcomes. Associating risk with certain defeat isn't a forecast, it's a fallacy, and it can transform your business dreams into daunting nightmares. While socializing with your comrades, you spot someone who ignites your interest. Yet, your internal siren blares, forecasting a debacle of rejection that ends with a slap and a drink in your face. Catastrophizing, my friends, is not limited to ventures and health. It can sabotage your courage in seeking companionship as well. You sail the fitness seas, but at midnight, the siren song of a pint of ice cream lures you in. A few spoonfuls become an empty container, and your diet the vessel of your discipline is capsized. One indulgence, your mind convinces, thus unveiling the treacherous waters of all or nothing thinking. This mindset knows no balance. It's perfection or mutiny, success or shipwreck. Perfectionists and procrastinators, two sides of the same doubloon, fall prey to this curse. While aspirations are celestial, the binary vision of black and white thinking blinds you from the voyage's true beauty that is the myriad shades between. Once, a mentee sought guidance in the art of content creation, but he harbored a ghost ship of critics poised to unleash their harsh judgments. This form of mind reading leads to nowhere but the doldrums. It's the silent killer of potential. Every video, every endeavor, every effort tell them their own life. They might just set sail gloriously, contrary to your trepidations. Meanwhile, we dock at overgeneralization harbor, where one disagreeable discourse colors your entire perception of a political party or demographic. A singular interaction must not define an entire sea of individuals. Broad stroke judgments are akin to navigating without a compass. You'll find yourself lost and far from the truth. Childhood's echoes might convince you that you are not adept at math or any skill, but like a phantom ship, it's just an illusion. Business and numbers clicked for me eventually, proving that even the most deeply ingrained overgeneralization can be corrected, with the right wind in your sails. On the ocean of relationships, emotional reasoning is like steering by the storm clouds alone, neglecting the stars that hold your course true. Feelings are tempestuous, my friends. They can capsize logic and lead to misadventures. Remember, the winds of emotion are mercurial, so set course by a sturdier compass. Now, if today's insights have charted a course for you, consider subscribing and activating the notification bell. Become one of the crew, and together, we'll navigate toward a lighthouse of enlightenment and personal renaissance. And so, we reach the end of our voyage today, confident that these strategies will aid you in steering clear of mental shipwrecks. If these words were your beacon in the fog, feel free to cast a coin into our virtual treasure chest as a token of appreciation. Your support ensures our continued journey on wisdom's tides. What will be your first act upon this new insight? Will you hoist the sails of change or be marooned by the breaks? Until our next odyssey, remember, success is a journey, not a destination. Sail smoothly, live bravely. See you on the next tide, navigators.